Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 5 of our iExplore distance learning experience. All right, so for this week, we have 2 things for you to get done. Number 1 on your agenda is to go and check Hack. If you have zeros or blank spots in the grade book, please get those assignments done. We have purposely kept things really simple during this time. We encourage you to go back in time and get things turned in if you have not done so. If you are perhaps that group of people that have been getting things done, item number 2 is for you. It should be a real easy week for you. Item number 2 is to actually start your resume document. So we are going to go ahead and go to Google Docs, open up a new document, and we are going to go over the things that you need to get done in order to be successful in your resume generation. Once you have your document open, please go ahead and make sure that you change the name of your document. It should be the person's name in front of the resume and then perhaps a hyphen after that, followed by your last name. My last name's Huntoon. That's the way I'm going to go ahead and store this in my Google Drive. All right. The first thing you need to do before you actually do a resume is you need to go ahead and set up the margins. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I am in Google Docs. I'm going to go over to File, and I am going to go to Page Setup. Generally speaking, the margins for a resume should be 1 inch all the way around. That is the default for a Google Doc. So hopefully you don't need to change anything. All right. Also, as you are doing a resume, you need to follow some guidelines. One of those guidelines is to use a professional font. I would highly recommend you use either Arial or Times New Roman. Your font should be a 12-point font. All right. So let's go ahead and make sure that happens now. I'm going to go ahead and pause my video and let you make that happen. As you can see, I have put the contact information for my person on his resume. Now, I did all caps for Stephen King. I also made it a 14-point font. So while the rest of your resume will be a 12-point font, you want to go ahead and make sure that the name of your person stands out. There's a street address, city, state, zip code. Make sure all that gets put on there. So I, as a hiring manager, will know how to contact via a hard copy or something via the U.S. Postal Service. The phone number for your person you will not be able to find, but it does need to be on your resume. So please go ahead and put that on the resume and put a generic phone number in its place. I did all 5s. All right. Same thing with the email. Chances are you're not going to be able to find the email for your person. So I just went ahead and made one up for Stephen King. So I just put stephenking@coppellisd.com. So that's the first part of a resume is how do I contact you? All right. You also might see that I have this nice little pretty line here. That line is there so it separates my contact information from the rest of the resume. The second part of my resume is the educational section of Stephen's resume. So in big, nice caps, bold, I went ahead and made the word education a 14-point font. I can possibly go back and change it if I need to. So I went ahead and put education there. And obviously his highest attained degree was his Bachelor of Arts in English from the University of Maine. Please make sure that you look at how I formatted that. Name of the school, degree earned, and then finally, when did I graduate? Stephen graduated from the University of Maine in May of 1971, with a Bachelor of Arts with an emphasis in English. All right. Furthermore, he went to Lisbon High School in Lisbon, May. He graduated in May of 1968. Chances are you're not going to have a high school listed on a resume as you progress through your career. So, please go ahead and put this information on your resume. Notice that if it is not a heading, it needs to be a 12-point font. All right. This is all you need to do this week. Once you have these 2 sections complete, submit it on Schoology for your grade. That's all you've got to do. So let me rewind here for you real quick. Your emphasis for week 5, if you have not completed all your work from previous weeks, get that done this week. That is your number 1 objective. Once you have all your work from the previous weeks finished, start the resume. Follow my advice on this sheet. Do you have to do it the way that I'm doing it? No. If you can find a template that works for you, please, by all means, use it. There are templates out there. If you have Microsoft Word on your home PC, they have all kinds of templates that will work for this project. However, let me caution you, keep it simple. A lot of those templates have text boxes interlapping with each other, and it will make this resume much more difficult than it needs to be. All right? Good luck. Please get this done. If you owe us work, get it turned in this week. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your iExplore teacher. Thank you. I'll see you next week.